can see.
I definitely don't want this cake in my marriage. If I have a marriage.
On 90 Day Fiancé the other way, Matthew's parents were so excited for Greta to arrive at their home, and they were so welcoming. Honestly, they seem really sweet.
I think Matthew has found his soulmate in Greta. I hope that they have the wedding and the babies and they live happily ever after.
Matthew was anxious a few days before, but I see a spark in his eye now.
They even got Greta a vegan cake to greet her, and honestly it felt like they put in more effort into her arrival than Matthew did.
For saying it's vegan, it's not bad.
After my mom passed when I was 5, I've always had a tough time being around any parents. So the feeling of a warm, happy family, it feels really, really nice. I feel really grateful.
Matthew doesn't seem to understand why Greta's so upset over the room and told her that she's free to move stuff around. But I don't think he understands that it's actually probably less about the space and more about making her feel welcomed and like this is also her room.
If you want to draw, tip everything out, put it in the bin and put your things in there. This is as much your room as it is mine now.
I didn't think this is how our first night back together would go. I was really hoping for this giddy romantic reunion, but that's not happening.
He did try to smooth things over by taking her to one of her favorite places, the spa. Greta's a woman after my own heart because she says she likes to go to the spa at least once a week. But Matthew, he's a little bit nervous about having to foot the bill for this.
I'm fine to be the breadwinner here and support you and give you what you want to be happy. But I think there needs to be a realistic cap on things.
Greta was a bit taken aback by his comment and brought up some of his more frivolous spending.
You bought an upgraded engine on your car that you did not need at all. And you bought very expensive computer. So I don't really know what like realistic means to you.
Maybe they could have benefited from having a budget, spreadsheet, something like that before she made this whole move across the pond. Because I feel like money problems can lead to bigger problems down the line.
We don't both get something out of your massages.
You get to have your version of myself.
I don't think a happier version of you is very sustainable financially.
But then Matthew says that he doesn't think that Greta is appreciating the sacrifices he's made for her. But all I could think was she just moved to a different country to be with you, and she left behind her beloved cat Hazel.
I feel like you don't necessarily appreciate how much I give to this.
I am really surprised by this comment.
Greta had a level-headed reaction and doesn't think that they should be keeping track of who made what sacrifice. And honestly, I feel like that is a good take.
I don't want to be a burden, but I don't want to start this whole thing where we're keeping score on each other's sacrifices. I don't think that's a healthy foundation for a relationship.
I don't consider myself a stripper. I consider myself an exotic dancer. I started in this industry back in 1989 when I was like 21 years old because I needed money.
Who is this diva? We met Patia and Dylan, who have a bit of an age gap.
G'day, I'm Dylan. I'm 38 years old and I live in Launceston, Tasmania. There we go. No more leaks.
Thank you so much for coming out, Dylan. I appreciate it.
I'm a plumber. I do anything from plugging up leaks, fixing dunnies. Oh, yeah. That's a good flush. I do enjoy being a plumber, just jumping in the ute, getting out and about with the locals, and it's actually a great job down here. I pick and choose the work I want to do, and I've been as busy as a bull's ass in fly season.
But being a plumber isn't Dylan's only job. He's also a stripper.
But I'm also the only male stripper in Launceston. Growing up, I wanted to be on stage, but when I was doing the singing, songwriting, like nobody cared. So I started stripping and the phone started ringing.
TBH, this feels like the making of an iconic 90-day couple if I've ever seen one.
He fell for these right away. It was love at first boob sight.
Patia addressed their 20-year age gap and says she feels like age is just a number.
I never thought I would date somebody that was like 20 years younger than me. But his personality won me over. He made me laugh, he made me smile. He's very romantic, he's very passionate, he has an old soul.
Patia's planning on leaving the United States and moving to Tasmania to be with him. Now, if you didn't know, Tasmania is just south of Australia's mainland. She's leaving behind her career, and she's really nervous about this because apparently she and Dylan have had a bit of an up and down relationship in the past.
I really feel scared about like hanging up all, saying goodbye to dancing. Because the last time he had me do this, he's like, babe, let's come together. I promise I'm gonna take care of you and you don't have to work anymore. And we moved to Thailand. You guys know, I sold everything, got down to a suitcase and a carry-on, Yeah. And here I am, back dancing again. 4 years ago, Dylan and I moved to Thailand for about a year. And things did not go as I planned. We were fighting constantly. And it was not working, and I felt more alone than ever. It was just awful.
Later, Patia was hanging out with her nephew, and she opened up about how she and Dylan have had quite an on-again, off-again relationship and have broken up multiple times.
Living in Las Vegas, doing what we both did, we were both performers, we get into fights about jealousy and insecurities. So Dylan and I have broken up 20 times. He was definitely a runner. He would question our relationship and would end up breaking up with me. But now, as he gets older, he's realizing this is the girl that I want to be with, my dream girl.
She's hopeful that he'll propose to her, but if he doesn't, she says she's ready to call it quits.
I'm 58. I've been doing it for too long. It's either or get off the pot. He has to propose to me. If he doesn't commit, I'm moving on. That's it. But at the same time, I'm worried that if I did, I invested 12 years, and if it doesn't work out, I will come back and be alone. That does scare me a lot.
Next, we caught up with Madeleine and Luke. They went to go taste test some wedding cakes, and what was supposed to be a sweet moment quickly turned ugly when Luke admitted to Madeleine that there was a stripper at his bachelor party.
A stripper came over.
And what do you do with the stripper?
What do you mean?
What do you do with the stripper?
I mean,
Told me the truth, Luke, because you know I'm gonna find out.
I didn't do anything. I just...
She dancing from you?
Yeah.
She ended up flipping out and appeared to throw the cake at him, and then stormed off in a really dramatic moment.
You touched her?
I didn't touch her. I mean, I didn't...
Think I'm stupid.
Madeleine.
Ay, Dios mío.
She's now claiming that their wedding is going to be called off and that their relationship is over.
Can we figure this out, please?
Figure out what?
We're supposed to get married, Madeleine.
No, the marriage is canceled.
It's not canceled.
It's canceled. Or
Madeleine.
go to get married with the stripper. You cannot get married with
I don't want to
her.
marry her.
Exactly, you lost me for
Madeleine.
her. Close the door
But
of
I'm
my
sorry.
car.
No, Madeleine.
Close the door of
Madeleine.
my car.
Madeleine.
Mira, it's over. It's over.